नमस्ते भारत। हाँ, ये वही क्लाइमेट स्टार्टअप है जो लेके आया हमारे भारत में हमारे भारत का पहला लिथियम आयन सेल मैन्युफैक्चरिंग यूनिट। वेलकम टू भारत क्लाइमेट स्टार्टअप्स। इस भारत क्लाइमेट स्टार्टअप की स्टोरी आप तक पहुंचाई विंगीफाई फाउंडेशन ने। हम आ गए हैं बैंगलोर कर्नाटका में।
हाय श्वेता, welcome to Log 9.
Thank you so
Hi,
much.
I'm Akshay Singhal. I'm the founder and CEO of Log 9. Today we are going to give you a walking tour of what we do at Log 9.
And he is the founder of India's most revolutionary startup in the EV space.
Battery solutions and battery products basically start at a cell level. So first you manufacture battery cells, lithium-ion cells basically. Multiple of these cells go together to make a battery pack. So now what I'm going to show you is the only cell manufacturing facility in the country. There is no other facility of its kind, of its scale in India and presumably in Southeast Asia as well. So let's come have a look at the first cell manufacturing in India.
And he is the founder of India's most revolutionary startup in the EV space.
So 85% of all cell manufacturing happens in China globally, and 95% of all materials that go into making cells is controlled by China. Right, but unless and until you start somewhere, you can't break that monopoly.
You know, हमारे भारत का ये क्लाइमेट स्टार्टअप काम कर रहा है पूरे इकोसिस्टम पर, पूरे ईवी इकोसिस्टम पर, फ्रॉम लिथियम आयन सेल मैन्युफैक्चरिंग टू असेंबली टू इनोवेटिंग विद डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ बैटरी केमिस्ट्रीज to battery management systems to making our batteries safer.
We have two parts of our businesses. One is basically manufacturing batteries, designing, manufacturing, developing batteries, and the other is using battery intelligence to provide asset management for electric vehicles. तो जितनी भी गाड़ियाँ सड़क पे चल रही हैं उनके लिए सर्विसिंग प्रोवाइड करना, उनके लिए मेंटेनेंस प्रोवाइड करना, और जो हमारा स्मार्टनेस है बैटरीज का बेसिकली उसको यूज़ करके we can do it in a predictive manner. These are lithium-ion technology itself. Our innovation has been that how do we make them more suitable, these technologies more suitable for Indian climate. Two major parts of cell manufacturing. One is electrode processing. You have kitchen rolls, right? Aluminium kitchen rolls. So similar kind of foils, copper or aluminium ka. Basically we take and coat them with active material. On one side active material is lithium based, on the other side is graphite based, right? And those coatings happen in a different kind of atmosphere. So you need very less humidity, very low temperature, and you cannot have contamination. You cannot have dust in that environment. So that's why you see all these sealed environments where people will go into jumpsuits and then work inside these labs. And then once these electrodes are made, then you put them into a different area where you can cut them and make them into suitable strips and all of that, roll it up, put it into a can, and that's how you make a cell. So this facility has a capacity of 50 megawatt hours, which to put it in layman terms would be roughly about 10,000 three-wheeler equivalent batteries is what we can make in a year. So it is not a very large facility, but nevertheless the largest in the country today.
And what are your thoughts on today we see a lot of these sodium ion batteries and different battery chemistries also coming up. Do you feel that someday we would also shift or maybe incorporate other kinds of battery chemistries?
So all of that can happen here. So we are actually working with various startups who are coming up with new chemistries in India and outside India as well. So we have announced collaboration with a lithium sulfur company. We are working with, not yet announced, but we're working with a sodium ion company as well. Because this is an infra one of its kind, and in India it's the only one, but even globally there are not many of such infra available. Right? So we are working with these companies to provide them a test base, that you can bring in your technology, scale up your technology over here, build enough number of cells so that you can do validation at a battery pack level, at a vehicle level. So we are doing this company, basically helping those companies scale the technology, and also that will help bring those technologies to India. To make a battery pack you need cells, you need thermal management, you need battery management system, and then you need the power electronics architecture. And a two-wheeler pack will have very different requirement of thermal management and BMS than a four-wheeler, than a battery going for energy storage on the grid and stuff like that. So we have developed these architectures across different application requirements, from two-wheeler, three-wheeler, four-wheeler, to even Indian Railways now, to your energy storage systems. From cells we go to battery packs, right? And all the battery pack manufacturing for us happens in a different facility. There we have a capacity of 250 megawatt hours of annual battery production. So about 5 times the size or capacity over here. So what we are offering is the highest amount of reliability in terms of battery packs that we provide. So what that means is that they're one of the safest batteries, one of the longest lasting. So we provide warranties of more than 10 years with unlimited number of kilometers. They can be charged very fast. So the lowest charging time that we provide on a battery is as low as 12 minutes of full charge time, which is the fastest in the market. So we started developing our battery packs in late 2019, and then we launched the first one for 3-wheelers in early 21, while the series production started in December 21. So that has been the journey, and then from 3-wheelers we expanded to 2-wheelers, 4-wheelers, and then various other applications. So for example, today the vehicles that we have been providing, right, they give you 80 kilometers of range on a 2-wheeler. All our vehicles come with rapid charging capabilities or fast charging capabilities, right? So that enables the user to not face that anxiety that much. So basically in Amphion, these are the kind of vehicles that we deal with. So we work with multiple OEMs which manufacture 3-wheelers and 2-wheelers and 4-wheelers for last mile deliveries. The problem that we found was that while a lot of people wanted to lease these assets or these vehicles in the market, and there were a lot of fleets who were wanting to use them for logistics services, the financiers were not getting enough information as to how the vehicle is being used, how it is being maintained, and what will be the life after usage. On the fleet side, they had challenged where to charge it, who will do the servicing for this, what will happen at the end of life. As I was saying, that we collect a lot of data from these batteries that have been deployed in the field. This data enables us to kind of do a lot of predictive maintenance and also provide information as to how it's being used, how efficiently it's being used. This is how we've created this Amphion service, where we have visibility in terms of the usage, in terms of the maintenance, in terms of life of the asset. That's where we help offer really high uptime guarantees to the fleets, and then a lot of high visibility to the financiers. Today we manage about 3,300 vehicles across 27 cities in the country, where we serve to 150 plus fleet operators. So that's the kind of network that we have been able to build. Like the drivers of these fleets, they can know कि कहाँ पे charge करना है, कहाँ पे charging available है, अभी slot available है, and these are all fast charging, public charging infra. Right, so 30 plus charge point operators are listed on the app. We are expanding into a different application. So the batteries that we provide, the kind of battery that we provide. So we started with 3-wheeler, then started doing 2-wheelers, 4-wheelers. So now expanding into even, so to say, 4-wheeler cars, buses, trucks. That is one part of growth for Log9 into different applications for batteries. The other part is that constantly bringing new cell technologies to India. So that we were the first ones to bring LTO to India. Now we are working, as I mentioned, with lithium sulfur companies, sodium ion companies. And the third is that expanding the scope of our Amphion services. Right, so these services today are being offered for 2, 3 and 4-wheeler last mile vehicles, but the same services are required for so to say bus fleets or truck fleets in that regard, or even for taxi fleets in that sense. We manage about 3,300 vehicles under Amphion across 27 cities in the country, right? So the idea is to expand that to more than 10,000 vehicles this year, and then expand to around 45 cities that we have operations in. Today we have an overall battery demand of about early single digit of gigawatt hours is the total requirement in India. Whereas by 2030 we can expect it to be close to 200-300 gigawatt hours. So we're looking at 100x kind of a growth that has to happen over the next 5 to 7 years. So from that perspective, I think opportunity is really huge. There is room for multiple players to be operating in the ecosystem.
इस भारत क्लाइमेट स्टार्टअप की स्टोरी आप तक पहुंचाई विंगिफाई फाउंडेशन ने. कीप फॉलोइंग भारत क्लाइमेट स्टार्टअप्स फॉर मोर सच स्टोरीज, क्योंकि अब भारत का हर स्टार्टअप होगा भारत क्लाइमेट स्टार्टअप.